Welcome back.
Welcome.
Episode 6. Shit's about to go down.
Word.
Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah,
I don't know if shit's gonna go.
We're kind of
down.
freeballing this episode.
Yeah, we are definitely. We're just trying to have some fun. We've had some serious, like our first 5 episodes been pretty serious, and I think
Yeah. Time to lighten the mood.
lighten the mood. I'm excited. Got a game for us today.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, we're gonna play Who's Most Likely,
All right, beautiful.
and we're gonna do it. We're gonna point. So we're gonna go through these questions, random questions. Literally, I typed in "Who's most likely" on Google.
Just random questions. Perfect. Let's run it.
Random questions.
All right,
Didn't read them. I don't know if I can read them because I don't know how to read. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but we're gonna go through this. We'll count to 3. We'll point at whoever we think. You can point at yourself. You can point at me or whatever, and we'll go from there. And it'll be funny, and we'll probably get in an argument over who's most likely.
I can't wait for this to get animated.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Question 1: Who's most likely to accidentally find a portal to another dimension?
No. 3, 2, 1. You.
Me?
100%.
You think me? I feel like
You stumble on stupid shit all the time.
I do stumble on some, but it's cool, stupid shit. Though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you do, like yeah, like I mean,
Okay.
it would totally be you, but like
Yeah.
because like I feel like things like don't just like happen to me like that. Like if something happens to me, it's like I don't know. It's like some guy just parking his truck next to me and be like, "Why are you parked like that?" Like that's what happens to me.
Your stuff is very minor, regular person. Like when
Yeah.
shit happens to me, like
It's like a
we're
weird thing. Yeah,
guy, this is earth-shattering type shit right now.
yeah.
Oh,
No, actually, yeah.
Okay, hey, okay, we can agree. I can agree on that.
Yeah.
All right, who's most likely to actually be a spy?
Oh man.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I think I gotta go me.
Yeah.
I love you, and don't take this the wrong way. I think you'd accidentally yap too much.
I don't think it's the holding the secret part, but like depending on the mission, like if I see some shit that I don't like, I will.
You'll just
leave.
bail. Yeah, you'll just bail.
They'll be like, "Hey, you have to like, you're gonna survey this guy that works at a bar." Wait, bars? I don't want to go to the bars. No, I'm not going to the bars. Guy, this is what we pay you for. I don't give a shit.
You were you know that meme that's from the movie The Nice Guys with Ryan Gosling,
Yeah.
where it's like he's like, "Hey man, you want a drink or anything?" And he's like, "Oh no." And he goes, "Free drinks, anything you want." He just turns back around. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, 100% you in that spot.
And that's the problem. I'd be too drunk to do my job. I'd be fucking hammered dancing in the corner,
Oh.
and they'd be like, "What did you learn?" I learned that tequila Red Bull gets the job done expeditiously.
I will also say that I'd be a fucking shit spy.
You
You're
think you'd
terrible
be a shit spy?
I'm 6'5". I'd be noticed everywhere. I'm not
Actually,
sneaking around any corner.
That's it. Or maybe you would be hiding in plain sight.
At this point, I better be, but I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like you would
I'm
fit in.
I'm not sold on it.
I feel like you'd fit in. You'd fit in more places than I would because I'd just be on some shit all the time.
I mean, fair enough.
All right, here
Neither
we go.
one of us are a good candidate.
Yeah, and honestly, don't sign either of us up
Yeah.
as being a spy.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work that
No,
way.
it's not gonna work.
Doing some audio things. I'm going to try something out. I'm going to see if we lower the input, but actually, no one gives a fuck. All
Yeah.
right, here we go.
That's so fucking real, dude.
It's so real. I
That's
was
so
gonna explain it, and then I'm gonna.
Yeah,
what?
no one cares.
Nobody gives a fuck. Oh god.
Oh god.
All right, here we go. Here
We're
we go.
back.
Who is most likely to lock themselves out of their own house? 3, 2, 1.
Well, I would do
You?
that too. Actually, no. That is
I
you.
lose everything.
You do lose everything. I'm
actually-
very good at holding on to my stuff.
You
Yeah,
would
that
have
is-
your
that is
key.
you. That is you.
I don't think you would like. I wouldn't like leave my key in the house, but I would go do something and not bring my keys back to the
Okay,
house.
here's how this would go. Any random point in time, just locking themselves out of the house, 100% you.
Yeah.
Middle of the night, going to just grab something, forgetting everything because I'm in a stupor,
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. fair enough.
100%
On a
me.
regular basis, me.
On a regular basis, like any given Tuesday, 100% you.
Right.
Me, like actually doing something stupid in the middle of the night because I forgot something, I would totally lock myself out of the house.
100%.
But yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny, but that's real though. All right. Shit. All right. Who's most likely to miss their flight because they packed at the last minute?
Oh, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I would honestly say Tyler over me, but he's not here right now.
Tyler for sure.
We're not talking about that.
Tyler would take that cake immediately.
Yeah, but between
we're not
us
talking
two,
about that right
but we're not talking about
that right now.
But it would be us
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
Me for sure.
Yeah,
Out of us two.
I'm the bottom of that totem pole.
Yeah. Oh shit! I just read the next one. I already know the answer.
All right, do it.
Who is most likely to get blocked by a celebrity on social media? 3, 2, 1. Me. Yeah.
Oh,
without a
man.
doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Me. That is because I'd just say some shit.
Yeah.
I'd feel
well.
I'd feel disrespected in a moment and say some shit.
Well, what did they do?
Facts.
Oh,
Okay. Who is most likely to be mistaken for a celebrity? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
I get-
like genuinely have.
Yeah, dude. There's one girl in Atlanta that thinks she met Ty Dolla $ign.
I think that's so funny still
I
to
think
this
it's
day.
even funnier
That's
because
so
I don't
funny.
have a tattoo like anywhere near my neck.
You know what's funny? And don't take this the wrong way.
Huh.
Like, he also has so much more forehead than you do.
Oh my god. That's all I
Like,
needed to hear, bro. Someone
Ty, your
else.
music's great, and nothing's wrong with
Yeah,
you at all.
no.
I'm just more just saying, like, physical differences. Like,
Yeah.
there are so many stark physical differences between you and that bro.
It's
It's literally just because you have dreads and you're light skinned. Like,
Yeah,
that's entirely
dreads, light skin, and
a
green eyes.
Green eyes, yeah.
And once you get past that, nothing. I
There's
just
not a
happened to
thing.
be in a place where celebrities might have been,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh my god, Ty Dolla $ign," and I, being the asshole,
Ran
did
with
not
it. Yeah, of
did
course you
not
do.
tell her that I'm not. So she has a picture on her phone of us going like this, and she thinks she met Ty Dolla $ign. Little does she know I'm so much more broke, so much less talented.
I can't wait for some bro just to break that to her one day.
Oh my! I can't
That's
wait for
gonna
her
be
to show
so
somebody,
funny.
and they'd be like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah, that's not
Ty Dolla
Dolla.
$ign has tats, bro. What are you doing?
That's Ty Dolla $ign, dude.
Ty Dolla $ign,
Dude, that's Ty
bro.
Dolla $ign. That's Ty Euro $ign, dude.
That would be so funny.
Ty Euro $ign, dude.
An edit, dude. An edit would be hilarious. Calling me Ty Euro, and then Sin City was it? And there's just random pictures of me on my Instagram. The most light skinned edit you've ever seen in your entire life. Oh, that's.
It's just you going like this the whole time, and
Just-
I'm up to no good.
I'm up to no good. Shit, that's so funny. That's too good. That's honestly too fucking good. Ty Euro sign. Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
Ty Canadian dollar
Ty Looney sign, bro. Ty Yen sign.
Yeah, bro. Just any other form of currency.
Other than a dollar, bro. Ty quarter sign, bro.
Oh god.
Fuck me. That's
All
so
right,
good.
all right.
Oh, that's so good. All right. Here we go. Who's most likely to clap when the plane lands? 3, 2, 1, you. Fuck, I'm too. Look, I ain't that black, but I'm pretty black. I'm black enough to not clap when the plane lands.
That's so bogus.
That's crazy.
That's so fucking bogus.
There was nothing you could do about
no,
this.
I lost immediately.
You can't
on
beat the
skin tone
allegation.
alone. Fuck.
Oh.
Okay, we're back.
We're back. We're back. Hey, we're locked in. Locked
Oh
in.
god. All right.
Here we go. All right. Who is most likely to appear on a jumbotron at a sporting event? Honestly, I'm not. Us.
Yeah,
Us.
I'm not even gonna vote on
Squad.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Either one of us. All right. Who is most likely to appear in a viral TikTok video? Hopefully, both of us.
Hopefully both of us, but I would vote you.
Me, probably, because I've just posted more of my TikTok. Well, I have TikTok.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have TikTok.
So
don't
I have the biggest chance, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's based on.
it's a close second.
Yeah,
It's a close
yeah.
second. It's a close second. Based on the fact that one of us has the app
Yeah,
downloaded.
and the other one doesn't.
Fuck.
Oh
All right.
god.
All right. Who's most likely to lead a double life?
Not one of us would ever lead a double life.
We can barely handle this.
We
one.
can barely do one. We
About?
barely got a handle on this one, much less two.
I think you could do it if you wanted to. I can't.
No, you have one life.
Yeah, I have one life.
You have one life.
And it's large enough and problematic on its own that I don't need a second.
I appreciate that. You think I could do that?
I think you could handle the stress of like having two jobs and stuff like that. Not like having two women or anything like that, but like having two jobs, living in two different states, traveling like that. I feel like you could handle that because as a photographer, you're going to travel a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that, yeah.
I feel like you have the most potential to be able to handle it, but I know both of us, we good.
Yeah.
We don't need a second
I don't need that. But yeah. I still can't get over the plane one. That was bogus, bro. That's bullshit, dude.
Which one of you is Caucasian?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too good. That's too fucking good. All right, here we go. Who is most likely to go on a reality television show to find love? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's got to be me.
Well, like, even if I was...
Because you're engaged.
Yeah, but even if I was single, I could not go on a TV. They wouldn't have me. I'd be there for 3 seconds and just be dropping the craziest shit. And they'd be like, get this man off of national television.
You know what? I will say this. I'm not saying I think I'd do well on any one of them.
Yeah.
I think I'm a first-round exit. I think I'm being honest.
First round exit is the craziest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Holy shit. First round exit.
Yeah, no. But I don't think I could do like a Love Island or anything like that. Like I get squashed on Love Island.
What do you mean get squashed?
I get murdered. I'd have no competition with those fucking dickheads. I would be making fun of them the entire time.
Yeah, that's actually fair.
I wouldn't even be focused on them because I'd be like, "You're so stupid." Like,
honestly, no. I think
I would just clown them the whole time.
I'm first round exit as well. I'm talking shit the whole time.
I would say like I would say The Bachelor is the one that I'd have the best chance on, just because those people are like kind of respectable for a brief period of time.
Not saying that if you were on Love Island, you're not respectable.
No, but there's just a level of clownhood that happens that I can't like. I wouldn't take it seriously.
I couldn't take it seriously. And if we were on a show that it was like a competition, I wouldn't be focused on I'm winning. Like, that's the whole... I'm not here for love. Yeah. I'm not going to find love.
Give me my guap.
Give me my guap.
Run me my bag.
Run me my first place medal, dude. Yeah. I'm here to win the competition, and I'll find love afterwards. Dude.
Yeah. No, I'm a first round exit for sure. I'm not getting very far. I'd be lucky if I got through the door.
Honestly, we would be surprised to get, like, accepted.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure. All right. Where is it?
They'd be like, "Hey, motherfucker, you don't get a rose."
They don't. There ain't no rose.
There's no rose for you.
There's no rose for you here. All right, here we go. Who is most likely to get a random tattoo on a night out? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just based on the amount that I have.
You just have more.
And the spontaneous nature of how I did get all that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll take that. I like that. I'm not even mad about that.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Who's most likely to join a cult? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
It's got to be you. Black people are too suspicious.
Yeah.
And I'm too suspicious.
Again, this is a skin tone thing.
No, this is 100% you were born at a deficit for this question.
Yeah,
there's nothing you could do about this.
Yeah. The odds aren't looking good based on the likelihood of my people getting into a cult.
Black people ain't getting into a cult.
Yeah.
Like, there's no fucking way.
No.
I'm too suspicious. What do you mean leave everything behind? I like my... What do you...
Yeah,
fuck you
yeah,
Nah.
Yeah, no. Nah. I'll eat this.
Fair. All right. Who's most likely to be a secret doomsdayer? 3, 2, 1.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. That's
not even secret. You're just a doomsayer.
Yeah, it's not secret. I am just a doomsayer for sure.
Yeah, no,
for sure. I hope it doesn't happen in my lifetime. And obviously, I don't want to wish the end of the world on anybody,
Right.
But I'm not gonna wish for it to happen to me. You
Well,
get what the fuck I mean?
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
like I'm not trying to be like, hey, I hope the future generations have to deal with the end of the world. Actually, that's exactly what I'm
exactly
saying.
what you
Hey,
said.
look, if you guys see this and this is some sort of time capsule, I'm glad it's
Best
you
of
and
luck.
not me.
Yeah,
Like,
best of luck.
Best of luck. Shit. All
I'm
right, here we
probably
go.
in an urn somewhere.
Yeah. Could you imagine someone shows them and they're like, hey, this is what they used to do in 2025.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers
There's Max on the shelf.
Yeah, right. These were your great grandparents, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Do you know what I had a thought process about?
What?
Our kids are obviously gonna be friends growing up, but like I'm scared, what if they date?
Yeah, if like you have a son and I have a daughter, or vice versa, or whatever. Because I hate to say this, but like if they broke up too, then we gotta deal with that.
Oh, well, first of all, if they like ever start dating, I'm just being like, I'm not switching up.
Yeah.
I didn't switch up when you were still in my nuts. I'm not switching up now, bro. I'm never switching up on this motherfucker right here.
I love you guys, but we're still locked in.
Like,
whatever
hey,
happens with you happens with you.
I understand whoever did what. Yeah, I get it. Like, no, like heartbreak and shit. But
it's not about us right
that's
now.
my
It's
dog.
not about
We're
us.
not talking about us
We're
right
not
now.
talking about us right
I can't
now.
believe you hang out with my ex's dad. That was my boy before you
Yeah.
fucking were born. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
That would, I thought about
That low key is kind of a nightmare zone.
Because like here's
It's like
my
great
biggest
because it's like, hey, I know the family already, but it's
Yeah.
also awful because it's like, fuck, if something happens, then it's like, god damn it,
it's gonna be awkward.
It's
due to
gonna be
the fact
awkward
that
as
we
hell.
live in the
Yeah.
same house. Like,
Yeah, I know exactly.
we have a duplex, bro. What are we
Fuck.
gonna do about it? What do you
Yeah.
want me to do? Avoid this motherfucker?
Yeah, they
We
break up on
share
the
a
porch.
stove.
Yeah, we break up on the porch, and then we gotta go back to our respective doors. Fuck.
That's so good.
Oh,
No,
fuck.
but like, oh god, I was thinking, especially like if I have a daughter and you have a son,
Oh, fuck.
like I already know how spoiled my daughter's gonna be, and I'm gonna try to combat it, but I also am a failure when it comes to that because I don't have a kid and I'm already failing. I know like my like little cousins get everything they fucking want from me. Leah gets everything they want from me. You think
Yeah.
my daughter's not gonna win me over? I'm gonna be like, someone else has to punish this girl because it can't be me.
Yeah,
Because she wins,
Leah's
bro.
gonna have to lock in. Bro.
Yeah, Leah's gonna have to lock
Leah's
in.
gonna have to lock in.
Because I'll lock in with my boys. I'll be very good with my boys, but like I already know I'm failing.
I will say I think I'd be a good girl dad, but I will struggle with the discipline part.
Oh
'Cause
my
there's
God,
gonna be
yeah.
100% like.
No, I'm gonna be an
There's
amazing.
gonna be one look is gonna be given my way, and I'm gonna be like, oh, all right, well that argument's
Yeah,
over.
like
I think she gets it.
yeah, no, guys, I raised my voice. What
Yeah.
more do you want?
Why
You want me
not?
to ground her? Why?
I'm like, she's crying. What else am I supposed to do?
Your Honor, you weren't even fucking
even
there.
Yeah, no. I do agree with that. Yeah, if I have a daughter, it's gonna be rough. Not rough because like I want a daughter. That's not what I'm saying. It's gonna be rough trying to
Discipline and
trying
like
to be a
stop
bad
them from
cop
being.
at some point.
Oh my
Yeah, because
God.
I'm not gonna be able to do it.
I think if they touch my car, I think
Yeah,
that will
for sure.
that
Yeah,
will be how
that'll-
far it goes.
Yeah.
God, which is such a stupid stereotype, but it's too fucking real because I know she's gonna win every argument. I'm gonna be like, I can't believe you did that. She goes, I'm sorry. I'll be like,
I
yeah.
think there'll definitely be lines for me where I'll be like,
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah, obviously we're being dramatic. but, like,
100%.
I
yeah.
think there's like some where it would be like,
Oh yeah, there's definitely gonna be some where I'm just gonna be like, yep.
yeah, no, you're right. Look, you're sorry,
I don't
I'm
even
sorry,
think about it
we're all
like this.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
100%,
I didn't see it
I'm gonna
from your
leave now.
perspective.
I'm gonna leave my own house.
She might not even be able to talk yet, and I'll just be like, yeah, no,
No,
for
dude,
real.
for real.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I get
probably.
it. I never even thought about it
I
like
never
that.
thought about it. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Run it up.
2 more.
Perfect.
Who's most likely to fake their own death?
Oh,
3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
I would say me, and here's my argument.
Dog, that would last 3 days before everyone figures it out.
Oh, yeah, no.
Love you dearly.
But that's the thing. I would do it for a 3-day vacation where no one asked me to do anything. You know me. I would fake my own death to get 72 hours of fucking peace at this point in my life.
Fair enough.
That's why
You know
I
what?
say me.
All right, yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah,
That's why I
100 I
say
will give
me.
you that. Yeah, all right.
Because
Fair enough.
I'm motherfucking tired, overworked, underpaid, struggling. What the fuck? We rationing out here? Give me one little fucking green bean. Give me the motherfucking green bean. All right,
man.
last one.
But
Who is most likely to lie on their resume?
between you and I, no one. That's a stupid question. We're
Me.
not gonna
I want
lie.
out of my job so bad. I'll lie.
Fair enough.
I won't actually, but if it came down to like working this job continuously and not working this job,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Fair enough.
I'm out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh shit! All right, that was a good little segment.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
That was
thanks, you guys.
fun. So, tell me, how was your week?
It was good,
What's
man.
new with you? Anything new with you? Update the people. They want to know.
I think life's been really good recently. I know we constantly talk about that, like in our previous episodes, like after more serious conversations, but still coming back to that point of being like, man, though, but like life's really good.
Yeah.
I think we've just been. I think I'll speak for myself on this, and then I'll let you add on to what you feel about this. Like, I think it's hard to complain right now in life because it's like, yeah, we work a lot during the week and everything, and we're like, we have our grind, but like when we're all like together and like doing our thing, man, it's a good time.
100%.
It's a really good time. Like I really do feel like I'm like, man, I'm living in the good old days right now, and it's hard to beat that, and it's been nice recognizing that. So life's been good. Just been still consistently doing my thing. Got to go see my mom this week.
Nice.
It was always nice. So yeah. And then I guess upcoming life stuff. My brother will be out here in the summer, which I'm super stoked for.
Which means we might have an audio tech.
Yes, yeah, he's a guru, so we'll definitely. He wants to help too, so we'll have some help, and he'll probably chime in a lot more too. He wanted to basically be an assistant, so which I want to run.
I'll run.
Yeah, if he wants to, I'll take him up on that.
Unpaid internship.
Yeah. Booyah.
Booyah.
Booyah. Just hire your family.
Child labor.
Yeah, my 21-year-old brother's child labor.
Well, dude, he's 5 foot nothing.
Yeah,
weighs about 100 and nothing. Bro. It's pretty much child labor. Much love. We love
Great
guys.
guy, though. Great guy.
Great guy,
Great
but
guy.
I'm still going to give him shit because he will not leave me alone. These are the craziest fucking reels I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. No.
We can't let him edit too much because he's going to do me dirty. He just
we
loves to
will,
hate
At one
me.
point, we won't catch something in the edit, and then it'll be posted, and we'll both be like, damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it.
It'll just be like a weird screenshot of the craziest picture you've ever seen of me. And it'll just run for 15 minutes in the middle of the podcast. I'll be like, we recorded for 45 minutes. How the fuck is this an hour long? And we find out there's just a strip of like a picture of me for the 15 minutes. He would do some shit like that with like some weird uncopyrighted.
Yeah, except he wouldn't make it that obvious, though. It'd be like so like fast.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Catch it. No, but actually, no. I think he does. Like, as much as this is jokes and as funny as he is, like, he would take this seriously. He would do a really good job.
I wouldn't mind it. No, I'm not saying he wouldn't do a good job. I just know that, like, knowing him, he's going to get mischievous at some point.
He's going to say, I think the part where he'll get mischievous is actually while we're recording. Because he was talking, he's like, I'm going to buy a mic. And I'm going to be not in the picture, but I'm just going to randomly say stuff at some point in time. And so I'm like, honestly, kind of down. Like,
honestly, kind of chill, but also
really scary.
But
but also, like, who knows? Let's try it.
We'll
run it.
We'll see.
Run it.
We might go viral. We might get canceled, but we will see what the fuck the people
we were
are
on
saying.
that road. We were on that road. The moment we started this, might as well keep it going.
I think I said some crazy shit in the first episode.
Yeah.
We're doing our own clipping, so we look like a pretty, like, solidified podcast, but I probably said some wild shit that you would just have to watch the episode to find out.
Well, I mean, the last one, I stuttered for a solid, like, 5 seconds. I was like, dating in today's world. I was watching that clip back, and I was like, that's rough, dude.
That's my bad. I should have cut that, but, authenticity, dog.
No, I appreciated it, but I did watch that. I was like, man, I got to be way more articulate. I sound like a dumbass. I was like, I sound so dumb.
We also did have to cut something from the last podcast.
We did, yeah. I said some out-of-pocket stuff.
Max said a remark that will not be repeated on this episode.
Yeah.
But
I was slipping too much.
We will release what he said at 500 subscribers. No. If this video gets 10,000 views, we'll play back what he said. That is such a joke. But please do take the time to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
The video's not over, but I just felt like it was needed to be said.
Yeah.
Please take the time, like and subscribe. Obviously, like until we get up there, we're making no money for this, so this is just fun for us.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, comment, tell us what we're doing wrong, tell us what we're doing right, tell us what you feel, say it with your chest.
Yeah.
Just mean what you say.
Yeah.
But yeah, please do that. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw your mom.
Yeah, saw my mom, so that was good. Yeah, I think otherwise life's really good right now. But the part that I was gonna get with my brother though, that like upcoming, is that I'll be going home, gonna drive out with him to Montana because he's gonna live here for the summer. So I'm really excited about that. Have some just days on the road with him.
Beautiful.
Go visit a couple national parks on the way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's what's upcoming in my life right now.
Beautiful.
Gonna be a wholesome summer with my family.
Love that.
Get to run it back with you guys here. Yeah.
We're drinking.
For context. Jesus. For context, though, I was gone all last summer. I lived in Alaska.
This asshole left me.
From like mid-May to beginning of August. So definitely happy that I'm gonna be here. It was a good experience, but I'm super happy that I'll be here now with you guys. I missed you a lot, so
yeah,
that'll be really nice.
Glad you're.
How about you though?
Back.
Quick wrap up for this first segment.
Oh yeah.
How was your week?
Good week. Bills are paid.
Yeah.
Hung out with friends.
Yeah.
Ate food.
Yeah.
Grilled a little bit.
The grill was
Summer's
nice.
coming.
The grill was nice.
Vitamin D's out. Pause.
Super
pause. The sun is shining.
Yeah.
And my seasonal depression is withering right now. Oh, Lord help us.
Yeah.
But yeah. Life's good, man.
Life is good.
Like, to be honest, life sucks a lot of the times, but the times that it don't, it really doesn't.
I feel like the good far outweighs any negative that you and I have had recently in any of our lives. Like,
I'm excited.
It squashes it for sure.
Yeah. I'm excited. I have some financial opportunities coming. I won't say anything too soon, but excited to be maybe looking at a new career path, things of that sort, so on and so forth. But we'll see.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Right.
But very excited. Ecstatic.
Yeah.
To have just for it to be summer, play more volleyball.
Yeah.
Do all types of shit, but
go swimming again. That's what I'm stoked about.
Oh my gosh, we have so many good lake photos.
Yeah.
We need to get more lake photos.
I just can't wait to show off my mid physique that I've worked on all winter at any body of water.
Oh my god. And with that, we're going to take a break and come back with Am I the Asshole? See y'all in a second. My mid physique that I've been working on. Ooh. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Good clap.
Good clap.
Hard clap. Oh gosh. Dude, they had me dying with the hard crack. Because they were talking about, they were like, hard crack. And it was the softest little, like, popping a tab. I'm like, I'll show you a hard crack. Rip the top off a can, motherfucker. Yeah. I'll show you a hard crack. Back in my day, we used to actually hard crack. Oh, God. We're going to come back with Am I the Asshole real quick. Or AITA.
Because the last time we did this was with your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a second since we did one.
Yeah.
I found a pretty good one. One that I think I can relate to at least. I don't know if you can relate to because you don't really have like. Let me read it and we'll go. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my coworkers that their jokes are inappropriate and offensive? Yes. No, just play.
No. Okay. You can relate to this. I cannot relate to this.
I can relate to this because I work blue collar. I cut stone, so there's things said on a date. Yeah. At 6:30 in the morning that probably shouldn't be said at any time of day.
Yeah. Or
ever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so maybe we'll disagree or maybe we'll just off of that, I don't know, maybe because of who I am, like maybe, depending on how you said it. But like
I will say though too though, and I do wholeheartedly believe this. Because you work with dudes all day.
Yeah.
So like there's a level of that what's different. But like if it's like a dude saying this to a girl though, there's also a level of being like,
that's
there should be like, it should be toned back like a lot.
Dude, I saw a fucking meme where like one girl was like, oh, you'd have so many more women if you talked to us the way that you talk to your coworkers. No. No.
Yeah.
I can say for my job at least, nah.
Yeah, I'm
dude.
about to say you'd have way less. Yeah.
Dude, like I have a coworker that tells me it's time for a break by flipping my titty. He'll just walk up and flip my titty. I'm not joking.
I gotta respect that. You gotta rate it.
Yeah, you gotta rate it, but like at the same time, you do that to a girl, bro.
Yeah.
Jail time.
Yeah.
Well deserved jail time.
100%,
But like, no,
yeah.
you can't be just walking around flipping titties, bro.
Yeah, no.
Nah. But here we go.
Wild.
All right. I work in an office environment with a diverse group of colleagues. While we often joke around and have a good rapport, there's one coworker, let's call him Tom, fucking Tom, who has a tendency to make jokes that I find inappropriate and offensive. Excuse me.
What are those jokes so I can write them down?
Yeah, right. I need to add to my repertoire.
Yeah.
All right. He goes, these jokes are often target sensitive topics such as race, gender, and personal appearance. I've noticed that not everyone laughs at his jokes, and some people seem uncomfortable, but Tom continues to make them thinking he's being funny. Well, if some people are laughing, he's not thinking he's funny, he's funny. that's just the fact. That's just a fact. It's a fucking fact. All right, here we go. Recently, during a team meeting, Tom made a joke about a minority group that I found particularly distasteful. She doesn't even quote him. Like, how are we going to learn to do better?
I was gonna say I kind of want to hear what this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like as much of a side point as that is, but like, not because I'm also gonna repeat it, but more just because of a matter of like, I just want to know like what is so inappropriate that he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying that if you're making racial jokes in the office that it's gonna go well. But
Yeah,
I'm also
I never
saying
said
though,
that.
like, what is he saying?
But also, like, could it
If it's
be
like particular? What's particularly bad?
Yeah,
Like,
what's terrible? What
are we talking about?
Let's talk about what Tom did right.
I'm not saying he did it well. I'm not saying. Like, listen, the context alone is probably like it probably went horribly.
Well,
with that being said,
yeah,
like, that's also like added like a little bit of me is like, damn, I wish you quoted them.
Yeah, I
Damn,
fucking
wish you
should have quoted them. All right, here we go. The room fell silent. Okay.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, and it was clear that many of us were taken aback by what he said. After the meeting, I felt compelled to speak up. I approached Tom privately and expressed my concerns. I told him that I thought his jokes were crossing a line and could be hurtful to others in the office. I emphasized that while humor is important in our workplace, it should never come at the expense of someone else's dignity. Tom reacted defensively, claiming that I was being too sensitive and that he was just trying to lighten the mood. He said that everyone else was just too uptight. He also mentioned that he didn't mean any harm, that it was just a joke, despite my attempts to explain that humor can be subjective and that it's essential to be mindful of other feelings. He seemed dismissive and continued to make jokes in the following days. Now I'm feeling conflicted. The boulder has conflicting feelings. Shout out Avatar. I believe I did the right thing by speaking up about something that I felt was inappropriate, but also worried that I may have overstepped my boundaries. I don't want to create tension in the workplace, but I feel strongly that we should foster an environment where everyone feels respected and valued. Overrated. A few other coworkers have mentioned to me that they appreciate my courage in speaking up. But I also hear that Tom is upset and has been telling others that I'm overly dramatic. I don't want to become the office snitch or someone who kills the fun atmosphere, but I also believe in standing up for what's right. So, am I the asshole for telling my coworker that their jokes are inappropriate and offensive? I just want to know if I was wrong for trying to address the situation or if I should have just let it slide to maintain workplace harmony.
You know what I will actually say? Because, like, I mean, you know us. Like, we joke around a lot. And there's not a lot of things that are, like, generally, like... I think she approached him in a way that's pretty respectable.
Right.
And I think, like, it's hard for me in this aspect to be like, hey, like... And because we've always maintained the rule of, it's like, hey, if we said something that upset you, like, genuinely, like, come up to us, talk about it, and it'll be like, oh, hey, I'm super sorry. That wasn't my intention.
Mm-hmm.
So, like... And again, like, too, I'm not making excuses for Tom. Like, I get it. You know, he's trying to joke. He's probably trying to fit in, like everything like that, right?
Yeah.
But like, if you have someone come up to you and be like, "Hey, like, I think you're making some people uncomfortable," like, I think the first response from him should have been like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I
try to learn and adjust from the situation.
Yeah, 100%. Because, like, I don't want to, like, I mean, I think you and I both know it's like we're going to be ourselves at the end of the day, and we're not going to, like, compromise that too much. But also at the same time, though, I'm not trying to walk into a room and make everyone else uncomfortable in the same breath. So it's like, I don't think she's the asshole. I don't think she, like, went out of pocket.
No.
She just was like, hey, this upset me a bit. I noticed it upset some other people as well.
Right.
Can you please refrain from making those jokes to that extent? Because it's not like they're not joking around.
Right.
Everyone else is on the same page but this guy.
Yeah. So it does seem like, look, to get out of the persona, it does seem like for sure Tom just doesn't know how to learn from his own mistakes.
Tom's stubborn. Yeah, for sure.
And, like, I get it. Like, I say some crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
But, like, you gotta, at some point, you gotta just realize, okay, if everybody's telling you your jokes suck, and
you also gotta know your audience.
Yeah,
that's just the biggest part of it. It's like,
yeah, you got a big diverse group here, and now you haven't established a rapport of what is cool, because, like, comedy is self-disparaging most of the time. It's
100%.
funnier if you're making fun of yourself as well, and so making fun of people, like, there's just a fine line, and it just doesn't seem like he's walking it very well.
I don't think he just knows what that line is in general, because it's clear that he's just doing what he feels like is just best overall, and, like, regardless of consequences.
But when it's addressed, you got to make the change.
I 100% agree, and when it's respectfully addressed too.
Yeah,
if you're, like, lambasted about it, like, I can get the defensiveness, because like, if someone comes up to you and is like you're the worst, like, blah blah blah, like, you, like, everyone hates you, like, it's like that, I'm like, okay, yeah, someone getting defensive like that. But, like, she came to him and was like, hey, this is making people uncomfortable. It's making me uncomfortable. Can you please stop? Like, that's entirely respectable. Always, yeah. Dude, and you got to stand by that too.
Yeah, the reactions to this is
read a couple. I'm
crazy.
Curious.
All right, here we go. The first one is not the asshole. Sounds straight out of an HR video. Go to your manager or HR partner to talk about the issue and how to proceed. You are not a snitch. It's a professional work environment, and his behavior wasn't cool. So that's, like, a lot of them. And then there's one guy that...
There's always one rogue.
And rogue. All right. Not the asshole. He goes, while Tom is a fool for making any jokes at work in the world we are living in now, I also take a bit of issue with this. Jokes that I find inappropriate or offensive. So you're saying that any joke you don't like should be banned, or that if even one person doesn't like a joke, that a joke is inappropriate. If that's the rule, there are no jokes that could ever pass that hurdle. We're living in a world where people are perpetually offended. Tom needs to realize that sooner than later. Tom needs to go to work, do his job, and not interact at all unless it pertains to work. He can have fun with his friends outside of work. Workplaces have become minefields, and it is not possible. It's not worth possibly stepping on a mine to risk any joking of any kind. He got the right answer, but when he showed his work, it was just fucked. Like, what do you, like?
Yeah.
Look, I understand what he's saying. Like, not like, I get it. We live in a world where a lot of people have a lot of opinions, and a lot of those opinions can be stepped on during jokes and so on and so forth. And I get that.
Right.
I do think our generation is a little bit softer than it probably should be, but at the same time,
I don't think that bro phrased so that well. That bro is so dramatic.
He goes, he needs to shut up and not talk about anything other than work.
Yeah, bro, it's like, dude, like, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, get out of here. Like, who told you that you can't make jokes in the workplace?
Yeah, I know.
Bro? Like, you had the same thing happen to you, bro.
Dude,
you're just still butthurt about it.
One woman told you weren't funny, and now you're pissed. And now you've been reading into the comedy
Now life
culture.
isn't sweet anymore. Bro.
Yeah, life's not sweet anymore. Oh, jeez.
You know what's funny, though?
What's
like, I just kind of made me think about it. Like, because, like, okay, I agree with everything that we originally said. I do stand on everything that we said, right?
Yeah.
But I also, like, I can kind of, if he didn't say it like such a bitch, I would totally understand what he's saying, too. Like,
yeah, that motherfucker, you talking like a bitch.
You're on Reddit, dude. Just ranting, bro. Get
you're
a
on
life.
Reddit running your mouth.
Granted, we're making a podcast as bros right
Yeah,
now, so we should also get a life.
but we're not talking
No,
about
I'm
that,
just
right?
kidding.
That's
I'm
not
kidding.
what we're talking
No,
about.
like,
right
but yeah, no. I mean, yeah, I wish he didn't say it in such a way that was so dramatic. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like, it would have been kind of valuable though to also add that. Like,
yeah.
but also, like, I also don't think that bro was saying stuff that was, like, also chill. You
Yeah,
know what I
no.
mean? Like, I don't think Tom was, like, just actually making a joke. I think Tom was saying stuff that was, like, probably was just racist.
Yeah, he
Like,
probably he goes hee ha ha n-word.
well,
Like,
yeah,
what?
no, actually, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, though, it is funny that people are, like, that aspect is still brought up.
Yeah, right.
Like, so much now where people are, like, it's like, everyone's just woke. You can't do anything anymore.
You can't do anything. You can't step anywhere.
And I think the funniest part about that now is that it's gone so far that even Democrats are like, because, you know, like after like losing the election and everything,
Yeah.
like I saw that this is such a side tangent, but I mean, we're free balling this episode. We might as well.
Fair enough, bro. Let him hang.
So, you know who Bill Maher is?
Bill who?
Bill Maher.
Maher?
Yeah, I believe that's how you say it. It's spelled Maher, I believe. Bill Maher.
No.
Okay.
But let's act like I do.
TV personality.
Yeah.
I've watched him a bunch growing up, and my parents watch him, and like I always like I find it interesting, like here and there, like, and he is like for context too, like lifelong Democrat, like
Yeah.
he's always been more of a Democratic guy. So recently on his show, he had Gavin Newsom on there,
Okay.
and it was really interesting hearing what Gavin Newsom said.
Hmm.
And I was torn about it because
What do you say?
so he was talking about the Democratic Party currently. And in his address, he basically was like, the Democratic Party is toxic right now.
Mm.
Like, we've gone too far with all this stuff, and we've tried. You know, it's funny. I basically, like, my overall gathering of it is, like, it was kind of like a walk back from everything that he's been on for the past, like, for years.
Fair.
You know what I mean? And, like, I wasn't, like, mad about it. I more was just, like, there was an aspect of me being like, this is so funny coming from Gavin Newsom. of all
Right.
people. Like,
Yeah, makes
like
sense.
I mean, like if you're looking at like I'm not criticizing California or its people like
Right.
overall. But
I
like,
am, but yeah.
But like I mean, California has drastically changed. There's a lot of things that have unfortunately gotten worse,
yeah.
and a lot of it is because of its policies that like unfortunately are just failing.
Exactly.
And like it's led democratically right now, and the state is a blue state. It always
Right.
will be.
Yeah.
Like, and so I think it's just funny hearing like Gavin Newsom being one of the people at the forefront of all this whole movement of being like woke, like trying to be like inclusive and everything. And like I think that to an extent is good, but I think also to an extent as well, to this guy's point, like there are aspects of it where I do agree have gone too far.
Yeah.
To the point where now Gavin Newsom's on a TV show being like, yeah, we need to walk it back. Our party's toxic, blah, blah, blah. And I'm kind of a little like,
Damn.
I'm like, damn, because I'm like, I never would have expected to hear that from him.
Right.
But I'm also in a little bit like of this point as well where I'm like, coming from you though too, bro, this is like a little like.
It seems hypocritical, but at the same time, people can change and they're.
And I think that's also what I've gone down to. Like
Yeah.
I was torn between that of being like, people can change, people should change, like they should be able to recognize mistakes and everything like that, or just to disagree with what they used to believe.
Right.
Like I mean, because we
You got to continue to grow and continue to fight.
Yeah, we're
your
all
own,
human, you know what I mean? So like I do respect that, but it's a, like part of me that just questions the authenticity of that statement though too, because there's part of me that just is a little like I feel like maybe they noticed how many people they pushed away with all like that whole movement.
Oh, you think they're trying to backpedal and be
I
like,
think
hey,
they're trying to backpedal
come
to
back. We
bring people.
might have pushed you out.
I think that's part of it, and I'm not. So I question that. Like, I think if I could
question the
I think
motives.
if I could say, like, if I knew for a fact that it was entirely genuine,
Yeah.
and that there wasn't any other motive behind it, I would be like, I respect the hell out of that. Like, we wouldn't even be
Right.
having this conversation. I would have told you about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think that's cool, and that would have been the entire conversation.
Fair.
But just because of the nature of politics, I question the authenticity of that whole statement that he made. Because I'm a little bit like, I feel like that's an attempt to backpedal and bring people back towards the Democratic Party.
Could be.
Because I mean, if we're looking at trends, you know, this is probably gonna swing back the other way come
Yeah, definitely.
2028.
This is. I
Like,
think we're just gonna be a perpetual. They're just swing backs. I mean, I feel like
the momentum's too much now. Like we took the Newton's Cradle, put the ball at the top, and let it swing, and let the other side hit
Yep.
The plane's right. Yeah.
And
like,
there's nothing stopping it at this point. It's just going to go back and forth. They're going to be
yeah,
like,
we're on like hit 3 now of this, so it's still gonna be going. That ping pong effect is gonna be going back and
we're
forth.
probably going to go Democrat next year. Then we're going to go Republican. Then we're going to go Democrat. And it's just going to be like, oh my gosh.
Everything. Yeah.
Until we realize that we might need to just like restart in anarchy.
Yeah, so that's a side tangent, but we haven't talked about politics before.
Yeah.
Not like in a deep way of like criticizing people's beliefs and everything, but more just like an acknowledgement of what it is and what it isn't.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I like political talks. I just like they feel like they just go on all these side tangents, and it just leaves a hole of I don't fucking know anymore.
I think the funny part for me is like I would say like in high school, like I did actually enjoy understanding people's political views. I was really curious about hearing different people's political beliefs.
Right.
And I didn't have to agree with everything, but I was curious. I think after COVID and seeing how much, like how politically amped everyone got after that election, and honestly, even after this last one too, I have entirely become more shut off to like talking deeply about politics
100%.
And like really getting to deep views. And like how I just spoke about politics now is genuinely how I talk about it most of the time.
Yeah.
And I don't get into that space very often. So I think it's interesting. I think that's something we should explore going further on the podcast because I'd be curious to talk about that more with people in our generation because I think that is something that we've all noticed.
I think politics is big.
And I think it's a difficult one too.
Yeah.
And I think if you want to have perplexing perspectives, you definitely got to talk about some politics. I hate it so much.
I just hate politics. I think if politics come, we don't stop it. But I think if maybe we'll come up with a good idea on how to talk about it. But we'll see.
Yeah, just because those conversations get so charged so easily.
Yeah.
Not because. Yeah, it's just so weird.
It's just
so
a
weird.
lot.
Like it's not the same.
It's a lot to unpack for people to and keep emotions out of it. And I think that's the biggest issue right now is just so many people are so emotional about political decisions that it's hard to stop it. But
I think the only saving grace of right now is that things are just so absurd that most people, it's like if you have half a brain, it's like you'll understand that this is absurd.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
we're just like,
it doesn't matter where you stand. It's like,
it's just like, fuck me.
Yeah, it's all just like, holy hell. Yeah. It's like, oh, what are we doing again? It's like, oh, God.
Yeah. All right, we'll bounce back on track real quick for the last little bit of this second half.
Yeah.
We'll do one more Am I the Asshole? Cool?
Yep.
Awesome. Am I the asshole for not finding my husband funny?
Oh, this is going to be rough.
This might be like...
This is already tough.
Yeah, but I did
feel for both parties.
Yeah, I did look at the end of I did look at one of the comments and it's kind of fucking hilarious. But let's get through it real quick. It just this is what made me excited about this one.
Let's go.
I, 34 female, married my husband, 35 male, 2 years ago. We met at a housewarming party of our... Wait, what? Oh, married 2 years. Okay. We met at a housewarming party of our friends and hit it off. My friends always described him as the funniest person they all knew, and his looks weren't bad either. So, as everyone does, I stalked his whole family. Don't know if that's everybody.
That's not everybody.
I stalked his whole family and ended up starting to follow him on Instagram. After messaging each other for a while, we met up and started going on coffee dates. Everything was fine, and he was always caring and a funny partner. After a year and a half of knowing each other, he asked me to marry him. Fast forward of us being married for a month, I started noticing his behavioral changes. He started becoming this person who tried so hard to make you laugh at everything, but not in a good way. Of course, we all have our own preferences, so maybe his jokes started not being my humor, but it started getting so bad that the moment I cracked was when he made a sexist joke about how I never clean our house. For context, I'm a lawyer who has a busy schedule and he works from home, causes most of the messes, and works at a low-income job 3 times a week. Of course, just because I earn more doesn't mean he had to do everything, but I wish he could see I try to do everything. I guess one of the reasons I started also not finding him funny was because I started not liking who he became as a person. So I would appreciate the advice on what to do since I haven't told anyone in real life yet. And if I have to sit through another joke that doesn't even make sense, I will burst.
She hates him.
Yeah, she doesn't like the guy.
She doesn't like the guy.
It's less about him not being funny. It's more about
she just doesn't like him. He's not funny because she doesn't like him.
Yeah, like I know funny people, but if I don't like them, you're not getting shit from me.
Yeah,
like my older cousin Sierra, when we hung out, we were always at odds, and she would say some funny shit, and I would just because I didn't like her.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah,
but I don't like you, so I'm not laughing.
Yeah,
because basically
just that stubbornness. Yeah,
yeah, but geez, dude,
that's rough, bro.
Yeah,
that situation's rough. You basically just admitted you just don't like the guy.
Yeah, you just don't like your husband. Y'all didn't date for long enough or whatever, but you just don't like the motherfucker. You guys
clearly didn't have, or something changed too drastically.
Yeah. But the comment is what sent me.
Read that comment.
He goes, not liking his sense of humor and not liking him are two different things. You need to find out which one it is. And I was just like, damn.
I read it wrong, but
I read it with an attitude, but I felt there was an attitude where it was just like, not liking his sense of humor and not liking him are two different things.
Oh no, that's entirely how I would have read that.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's 100%. Exactly how I got that. And I was like,
bobbing and everything too.
Yeah, I was like, damn,
you gotta figure this out. You gotta figure this out. Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this one's like not like I don't feel like you gotta dive into this one too deep because there's not that many like layers that are super complex. It's just that she really just does not like this bro. So I guess my advice is I think you kind of just like
you don't like your husband.
Probably just need a dip.
Yeah.
Unless you find something that you like in him way more, or you just weren't telling us. I don't know. But like
denial is a river in Egypt. You don't like your husband.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. Yeah, no.
That's crazy actually.
That's insane. She goes, I just don't think my husband's funny. No, you don't like the motherfucker. Like, there's a whole different...
I don't understand how people are like... I've never gotten this before. Is like, people will be like... They'll be like, I like my husband, but I don't think he's funny. Be like, dude, you don't like him at that point. If you can't jive with the humor, I don't think you like them that much.
I don't know. I feel like you can have...
That's so big, though. That's so big.
It's big for us, for sure, but, like, me and Leah's humor is not the same.
Like, you guys still joke around a lot.
But we can overlap a lot.
You overlap so much. You guys laugh together so much.
Yeah,
there's no overlap for these people. They're not like. I don't know. It's just. Like,
it just sounds like you hate your husband.
And I don't get people like that too.
No.
Like, how did you go about that to begin with and be like, yeah, like this?
So well, it seems like he switched. So from what it sounded like, it sounded like he was naturally funny. And then he started to try so hard to be funny.
Yeah.
And then...
I do agree with that, yeah.
I think there's just tension in the house because I don't think the joke necessarily, like, that she never cleans the house. Which, I don't know how... If that's the whole joke, I don't know how that's sexist. Or a joke. In all honesty, just saying you never clean the house is not sexist or a joke.
Yeah.
It's just fucking rude.
Yeah.
But he made that joke, and then she's like, I'm a lawyer. I make most of the income. He only works this low-income job 3 times a week. I feel like there's a lot more to unpack than just...
I think that was the answer in itself. I think she's frustrated by him as just a person.
Yeah, and I think it's more of that, not that you don't find him funny. You're just stressed out.
I think she's ambitious, and he's not. And I think that drives her nuts.
That will break a relationship
100% will break.
so quickly.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my god.
And I don't say this to be rude, but it doesn't sound like he's providing much more, like outside of like either earning more income or anything. And like, because I think there's plenty of couples where like the wife will be making more money, but like the husband like does come in and provides like a lot of other like good things. You know what I mean? So it balances it out. It all works itself out, right? So like. And I think that's healthy and, like, not a problem at all.
I agree.
But, like, I don't think he's doing that.
Doesn't sound like it.
It doesn't sound like it from personally. So, yeah. Yeah, crazy.
Insane. All right, guys. Well, that is our episode 6 today. Something
This is
light, something funny,
all over the place.
something funnier than this woman's husband. Hopefully, at least, hopefully. And if you guys don't like us, that's probably why you didn't find us funny.
That's fair.
But yeah, please.
So break up with us.
Yeah, so
break up.
So
with
get
us.
a divorce. We'll sign the papers.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for tuning in for this hour.
We want prenup.
We want prenup.
Sorry, my fault.
I'm trying to do an outro, dog. Lock in.
My fault.
But
you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment.
find us on Instagram. Find us on TikTok. We're on Facebook
YouTube,
if you still use that. Show us some love. Show us some hate. Just show us something.
Yep.
Till next time.
Thanks, you guys.
I just fucking punched.
I know you punched that.
Son of a bitch.